My name is Garrett Blucher. I'm a coach here at Roman Empire Gym, and I went from this to this, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through a little push workout, giving you some insight on what's the best equipment here and how to execute these exercises properly. Why calves on push day? Well, growing the best physique is about total volume, not necessarily about training split, which is a huge common misconception that I see nowadays is what's the best training split? Well, the best training split is what's going to help you get the best volume for your whole entire body throughout the week and your schedule. So instead of throwing calves on leg day when I'm going to be exhausted and fatigued, throw it at the beginning of a push day when I'm nice and fresh, ready to go. My legs aren't going to be hit the rest of the session. Still going to get the activation I need out of my calves to get them to grow where I need them to be. All right, starting out on this Icarian standing calf raise. Doing 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps, making sure they're nice, controlled, slow, getting everything we need. The key with that rep range is to stay slow the whole time. You might feel great at 8, but when you get 10, you're gonna feel a different feeling. Make sure you control that all the way through. Another thing you notice is I took my shoes off. That's not something you have to do, but it's something I do because I feel more connection with my calves when I have no shoes on or more barefoot style shoe. But with the Jordans I got on today, they got a lot of padding. It's hard to feel where I'm connecting with. And what I'm focusing on is taking the ball of my foot and pushing that forward. That way, all my focus is here and I'm pushing my heel forward off of that. If I can't feel here and where the weight is setting at, I can't make that great connection that I need. So that's our first exercise we got. All right, what's the best way to find a bodybuilding coach? Is to look at the results that they've produced, not only in themselves, but also in their clients. And then look at maybe what education they have. Do they have a degree? Do they have some kind of certification that allows them to be where they are? And also, look at who that bodybuilder's coach is, because you're gonna be learning what he's learned from that person, which is automatically gonna give you a great deal of information at most likely a fraction of the cost. Next exercise we got, oh, somebody's on. All right, next exercise we got is a seated shoulder lateral raise, targeting our mid delts. We got 3 sets, we got 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, trying to go as heavy as we can with the best form. Cues on this: sit straight up, reaching your hands all the way to opposite walls, almost like they're pulling out of your shoulder socket. Just targeting that medial delt and trying not to have any kind of momentum as you're getting the weight up. If you notice when I work out, it doesn't look like I'm going to like absolute failure. That's because I'm not. If you went to absolute failure, how are you supposed to perform on the next set, right? You should have 1 to 2 reps left in the tank, but also realize, yeah, maybe I could have gotten like 2 or 3 ugly reps right there, but then I'm not hitting the targeted muscle that I'm trying to hit. Trying to disadvantage my delt as much as possible. If I were to keep going, I start using more trap, more front delt to get the weight up, which is not the muscle that we're trying to disadvantage. So stop a little shorter than you think, but have perfect execution. That's the key. If you don't know, my coach is John Jewett, one of the top 20 bodybuilders in the world, registered dietitian, has an amazing J3 University course on coaching and bodybuilding. But I've learned a lot from him. One being not going to total failure. Although that seems great in theory, it's not what's going to elicit the most growth over time. And also, when you're feeling strong, don't increase the weight like crazy. 5 to 10% of whatever that weight is, max. Anything more than that, you're gonna risk injury and you're gonna risk not getting to the place you wanna be over time because of that risk of injury. So keep it low, increase little by little. That's the key to growth. All right, next exercise we got is incline press, 3 sets of 6 to 10. We're gonna go play Goldilocks on what's the best incline press here at Roman Empire. I'm gonna say this a lot, but again, emphasize the muscle in the lengthened position. So that's why I'm not starting with somebody helping me off. I'm owning that stretch. It took some time to get there, not gonna lie, because this is like the most vulnerable part of that lift, right? But if you can own that depth where your chest, your pec starts at your midline, right, and stretches. The further you come back here, the further that pec is gonna stretch in a lengthened position, the more growth you're gonna get out of that muscle. The more we can stand with a proud chest and get that stretch at the bottom, the more growth we're gonna elicit out of that muscle. It's nice when you have to like move out of the way, it makes you feel big. When I first started bodybuilding, I was on YouTube every single day watching old Jay Cutler workouts, Phil Heath workouts, Callum Von Moger, the dudes who were popular at that time. But you learn from those guys, you try those techniques, you see what works for you. I'd say that's the cheap way to go. If you have a coach, they're gonna figure it out for you. But I miss this kind of content of people making great YouTube videos with lots of tips and tricks in there. Not just entertaining, but also educational. That way you're investing your time into learning something that's gonna help you in the gym to progress and progress and progress. 2016, I meet this 18-year-old kid in the gym named George Roman. He tells me about, yeah man, got all this equipment saved up, I'm gonna start a gym. I'm like, oh, okay buddy. Look at this. Crazy what George has done. Literally from storage units filled with gym equipment to this masterpiece that's helped me become the best bodybuilder I could possibly be. It's amazing. Lifting light on things, it's a lot easier now that I'm big. But when I wasn't as big, and I had 10s on each side of this, very, very humbling. But you had to trust that that was the form that was gonna get you to this point. And the cool thing is that there's this thing called science and data, and it actually does work. Training full range of motion like that allows you to finish with partials versus allowing you to finish with ugly reps. Right, because I'm comfortable in that stretch position, and I've done every single rep like that, I'm comfortable sitting here and getting a partial and another partial to finish my set versus trying to grip and rip it and injuring myself. Next exercise we got bilateral tricep extension. So we're gonna head over to the cables, the long rope, grow some big triceps. As we're doing this motion, you think what's the best way to grow your tricep? Is the best way to flex your triceps. So without any weight, if I were just to ask you to flex your triceps, guess where your arms are? They're out by your sides. They're not here, they're not here, they're straight, right out by your sides. That's the same thing we're trying to get when we're on this machine. Taking that flex all the way to a stretch, you can flex your bicep. It means your tricep's gonna be fully stretched with that load underneath it and coming out to another flex. Big thing here is not to like hunch your shoulders over or come too far back. Straight up and down, butt out a little bit, right to your sides. And again, loading the muscle in the lengthened position that's gonna give us the most growth. So making sure at the beginning of this movement, That cable is as close to our face as possible, and the tension is on your tricep. So immediately when you pick it off, bring your elbows back, butt up, chest up, coming straight to the sides. Next we got is dips, which is a finisher for our push day. Different variations you can hit with dips to hit your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. We're gonna do one that's right in between to finish off all those muscle groups we just hit. Finish with some abs, and we'll be good to go. One thing I love about Roman Empire Gym is that you got guys like that coming in here working out. It's the best training environment I've ever been in, because there's other dudes and women in here who are also trying to do the same thing as you, which is attain the best physique you possibly can, and it feels normal. When I walk into a normal gym, all eyes look at me. It's weird, I feel weird. In here, it's not that way. We head nod, say respect, go work. That's all it is.
In fact, your butt looks crazy in those.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
It's in your uniforms.
It is, bro.
What do you like best about coming here?
Well, coming here, probably the atmosphere. All the machines are also like really nicely calibrated. Like there's some old pieces, and you know, it's like mixed match equipment that you need, not like the flashy shit. Plus, it has some good ass equipment too.
I like that.
Like really high end equipment, like Panada pieces, and leg days here are awesome as well. So that's why I come here.
All right, what would you tell a 17-year-old who's just starting out bodybuilding?
Bro, take your time. There's no rush. Because when you're young, you want it fast. You're so eager to get there. But honestly, just enjoy the process. Take it slow, because you'll get there. Usually, trying to hurry up the process will actually set you back. So, I set myself back. I was going way too hard, way too young, like overtraining and shit, like not getting let my body enough rest. I feel like I could have grown even more if I did everything correctly.
See? We were just talking about that.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
And now I'm realizing that. But I'm in a good spot still. I'm still young, so.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, dude.
Yeah. Good thing I did realize that.
Yeah. Obviously, it's fucking working, dude.
Yes, sir.
You're killing it, bro. Bodybuilding can be super taboo, but when you're doing it with other people who are literally doing the same thing as you, it's the normal. Versus if you're at a normal corporate gym where nobody else really works out there as a bodybuilder, it's different. Versus when you come here, there's guys doing the same thing that you are, trying to achieve the same thing as you are. And in some cases, like Anton and other IFBB pros that come work out in here, they've already achieved the level of success that they want to, and they're here on purpose because they want to get even better than they are now. And this is just a really cool environment to be able to do that in. It's very friendly, but also there's this underlying work ethic that's contagious, and it's awesome to be able to work out here. Last thing we got, a little ab movement. I'm gonna come over here to seated ab crunch and knock it out.
Is it true that doing weighted abs makes you bulky?
Weighted abs does not make you bulky. What makes you bulky is not controlling your gut throughout the day and eating a ton of food. The biggest misconception with doing abs is not working the muscle how it's intended. Lengthening your torso and your diaphragm and shortening your diaphragm is all we're trying to do. Stretch, flex, stretch, flex. None of this, none of this. It's a small motion that's gonna elicit that stretch and flex is what we're trying to achieve. We work it out just like we would any other muscle. If you're doing those properly, they should be very hard at the beginning because you're starting stretched with no momentum and having to crunch from there. Kind of similar to doing like a preacher curl. The very, very bottom is the most difficult part of that movement. But yes, do abs. No, they don't make you bulky. They're gonna bring out that nice shredded six-pack when you're low in body fat and give you all the gills you want on stage. The most satisfying part of the workout is finish your last set, hit complete, finish workout. Good to go. Thanks for sticking around for this workout. Hope you guys try it. Hope you learned something. If you did, like and subscribe to the Roman Empire channel. Come try out these machines. They're amazing. Try out this workout. Let us know how it went. And thanks for watching.